Clarendon Central. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'm going to try not to be repetitive, but as a member of the subcommittee, I really agree with practically everything that the senator from Orangeburg, Senator Hutto, said. You know, we heard a lot of testimony from experts and the medical community and you know, people on that level, but the most compelling to me, as the senator from Orangeburg alluded to, we had living examples. We had people who were put in a position, unfortunately, to have to make this tough choice. And we listened to them describe very passionately what that choice involved and just how devastating it was on their family to have to make one choice or the other. But what I liked about that, what I thought was beautiful about that whole process is that they did have the right to make the choice. And although the choice, and I know we had two ladies on one particular day that made two different decisions, but it was their choice. It was something that they, I guess, went back and forth with their family or whoever else they wanted to involve in the decision, whether it be their physician or their minister or whatever. But they, as Senator Hutto said, they felt comfortable that they made the right choice that benefited them and their family and their unborn child. And I've heard many a times from people on this very committee who were adamant that, you know, government is too involved in people's lives and we shouldn't have government making these types of decisions. And I agree with that today because these are highly personal decisions that they have to make and then they have to live with for the rest of their lives. And thankfully, I've never been in that position to have to make that decision because it is a tough decision. But if I were ever in those shoes, I would want to be the one to make the decision what's right for me and my family, my unborn child. I wouldn't want government or anybody else telling me what's right for me under those circumstances. And so I think that's the beauty of it, that people or these families were able to decide what was best for them based on the circumstance that they found themselves in. And I would urge us to consider that sometimes we have to put ourselves in people's shoes. It's easy to say what's right or wrong, what we would or would not do when it doesn't involve us or a member of our immediate family. One piece of testimony that I remember, and this is for the, I think from the lady that decided to have the abortion, was that she had close family members who were pro-life individuals. And they understood the position that she was in, and they supported her. So I submit to you this morning that if we were ever in that position, we may see things different. It's easy when we're on the outside looking in and say we should or should not do whatever. But just think of like Brad said, you carry a child for 20 weeks, and you're all excited about, you know, the new addition to your family and all the joy and that will come with that. And then you're hit with this devastating news, this devastating medical information, and you have to make a choice. And whatever choice you make, you have to take comfort in the fact that you can make that choice for yourself and not be mandated by any type of legislation or whatever to make that choice. I think it's a very private, it's a very personal decision. And, you know, anybody that I could think of under those circumstances, they're going to do what they think is absolutely right for them. And I think we need to think about that as we debate this bill further, as we decide which way we want to go. And I just believe that the beauty of it is that each individual or each family has a choice to make, and it's a choice that they have to live with the rest of their lives. And I think they take all that into consideration. And so I urge us to consider that as we go forward with this bill and decide what's best, because I think it's hard if we can't have empathy for those people in the situations they're involved in. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.